Shalom everybody.
Hi guys.
We're just outside our place and there's a bit of construction noise going on. The guys are building a new fence next door, ignore that. I was encouraged this morning. I saw a Facebook post by Derek Prince Ministries. God's 3 end time purposes, as identified by Derek in one of his teaching booklets: preaching the gospel to all nations, restoration of the land of Israel, and preparation of the church to become the bride. 3 things. For us, the restoration of Israel, that's what we're here doing, building relationships, working in these ministries, promoting what's going on, sharing the truth about Israel, supporting Aliyah, the Jewish people's return. It's really important to us, it's what we're called to, and it's what you guys who are supporting us are supporting directly in the land of Israel.
So it's been quite a while since our last update.
It is busy. So here's some bam bullet points of what's happened in the last 8 weeks, because it's been 8 weeks.
The Aliyah Day.
Aliyah Day. Link to the video of that, which is on Facebook. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Really, it was a way of treating the volunteer staff who are working at the centre.
We went to the beach as well.
Yes, and we were at Zikron Yaakov, the Aliyah Museum there. Check out the extra video.
So we've been thinking about ways that we can try and incorporate a little bit more Hebrew into learning for the kids and for us as well, because it's been a really big struggle. There was a Krav Maga or MMA class for 3 to 6 year olds. So Ruben has started that, which is pretty funny and cute to watch.
Tiny little people trying to do
roly-polies.
Basically roly-polies and crawling across the floor
and running. And working on balance and
pushing each other either side of a giant Swiss ball.
So he's really enjoying that, and then the girls have started a dance class together. And
getting
it's all
the
in
kids,
Hebrew, so.
Getting the kids doing more of these community engagements stuff, it was important to us. It's also an important testimony to us as Christians. We get the chance to engage with parents. It does introduce an expense for those of you parents who know. There's the fees that go with these things, and we would ask for support with that. Next to that also is the car, which gets us around.
One of our main issue at the moment is
a bit of a burden.
The car has been breaking down every 2 to 3 weeks. It's back in the workshop.
It's been about 3. The most I have been away from the mechanic is about 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, and the mechanic, whenever James drops the car in again, the mechanic's like, no! Which we are too.
He's a good guy. He's a Russian Jew. He's a great guy, and his advice was to sell. He said, get rid of this car. I'm going to take the steps in faith to sell the car. I have no idea.
The amount that we're having to pay to keep it running
is
crippling. Not, we can't continue that. So we need to get rid of the car and we need to replace it.
My fear is selling the car and then having enough to buy something else that's not going to do the same thing and cost us money. So please pray with us for that.
We need prayer, and if you really feel led to specifically donate towards supporting us to replace our car and to sell our car, then we would really appreciate
the
that.
help. Yeah. Yep. God is faithful. We trust in that. The third thing is a computer. We're sort of running off our 3 highest needs. Most of the work that I do here on is video editing. It requires a powerful computer. I have been blessed for the last, year and a half?
Yeah.
I got the studio computer.
Amazing.
A studio here in Israel that was basically relocating and renovating, and so I've had this amazing, high-end, something like a $10,000 or $12,000 computer set up that was on loan.
For nothing.
It was on loan because they believed in us and the work that we're doing. However, the studio is renovated now, and the computer has just last week had to take its new home, and that's not readily available.
So video production has slowed down, unfortunately.
I'm using my laptop, which is actually how I started. It was our first year in Jerusalem. I was using the laptop to edit. It's still possible. It's just really slow.
Well, you weren't doing the amount of videos that you were doing in our first year in Jerusalem.
No,
anyway.
that's right. In Jerusalem was just me and a handy cam.
Something that James did earlier this month was with Joshua Aaron.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know who Joshua Aaron is, he's a
Joshua Aaron is a messianic worship artist. His ministry is really in sharing the message of the returning Messiah, and it's to his people, to the Jewish people. And
we're friends with him and his wife. A lovely, lovely family. They have 5 kids.
He said to me, James, could you do a virtual tour? You know, like actually like create a video, make people feel like they're here worshiping in Israel. I said, yeah, I think I could do that. I said it kind of flippantly. And then
it was a massive undertaking.
I've done a lot of major projects in my time, and I would say this is in my top 3.
So it was a Worship in Israel tour. So people came from all over the world. There was even a lady from Invercargill, wasn't there?
There was a woman from Invercargill.
Kiwi.
Yeah.
And it was a 10-day, 11-day tour of Israel.
Yep.
And they just travelled around the different locations and worshipped, and so James followed them around with the camera every day. So he was up before the rest of us.
Yeah.
In a way.
I did about 193 hours in 12 days, if you work that out.
It was pretty massive.
It was. The links for the virtual tour is included in our email.
You should check them out.
You should. Cool. It is very, very cool. Something pretty special. To travel Israel, to worship, see the land and the places of the Bible. Why would we do that? What's behind that? Well, the hope is that more people would come. That people would come to see Israel.
It's a really awesome tour to go on.
That their eyes would be opened.
Coming to Israel.
Fantastic.
So it was this year he did it with another worship artist, Aaron Schust.
Yep.
You probably will know him. If you don't know him, you'll know his music for sure, because I didn't think I did know. And then James played me some of the songs, and I was like, oh, okay, no, I do know him. Yeah. So if you're going to come on a tour in Israel,
we want people to see Israel for the true place and culture and purposes that God has for Israel. We want to see these things in truth and in a positive light. And so creating media that helps broadcast this and attracts people to Israel is really important. It's important to us, and it's important to God when you read His Word. Isaiah 49:22 says, "Behold, I will lift my hand in an oath to the nations and set up my standard for the peoples. They," who? The nations. "They shall bring your sons in their arms, and your daughters shall be carried on their shoulders." There's a role for the nations, people from the nations, distant coastlands,
in the restoration,
and there's a role for the Jews, for Israel. And when these come together, I believe strongly that we're fulfilling the purposes of God. A couple of interesting things. Izzy caught an awesome spider. You want to check, this guy or girl was huge and had a big fuzzy back with babies crawling all over the back. So we put it in our little aquarium. It was pretty awesome.
A little aquarium that has 2 scorpions in it as well.
Yes, the scorpions are in hibernation. They dig underneath. And so this is kind of like homeschool for us. Maddy doesn't dig the homeschool bug thing, but I'm like, hey, we're sure as heck not getting a dog.
No, it's one thing putting a massive spider in there, but it's another thing with a spider that has tiny little hundreds of tiny little babies all over it. They're going to get bigger.
In Israel, we say "Enbaya" is Hebrew for no problem. Like, no problem. It's like Hakuna Matata.
The aquarium has been relocated out of the kitchen because that's where it was, and outside of the house.
The girls convinced Reuben to become charcoal boy the other day. They may have been slightly unsupervised, or just I was busy working on the computer editing video, and they were busy painting their brother with charcoal out of the barbecue. Used charcoal out of the barbecue to become charcoal boy. Along with all the other stuff that's going on, what we do is renovating. We're kind of like caretakers in a way of this home, aren't we? Because we do work for the landlord to improve the place. That's scraping, cleaning, painting walls, sealing windows from the elements, landscaping, a lot of general maintenance stuff, and so that work that I do all goes into rent. It's actually a blessing, because to find a situation like that to help us make ends meet, if we had to pay the rent in full each month in cash, we would really struggle, like super struggle. So it's extra work, but it's God's blessed me with the skills at least to do it. The juggle is time.
I've been busy getting the house organised and ready for the baby.
That's been the big push.
We haven't had the baby
Actually,
yet.
she's been the one.
Those of you wondering.
That's pushing. She's kind of pushing.
I'm due any time now. So it's just playing the waiting game, but my parents are coming over. Mum and Dad are coming over in just over 2 weeks. So I've said to baby girl that she can stay in there as long as she likes, because Nana is on her way. And yeah, but everything is ready.
But you haven't given me as long as I like. You've been pushing to get things
because it has to be
now.
organised and ready just in case.
Right. So I've been working my butt tricks off to...
He has. He's been very good.
And it's been worth it, to be honest. Things are feeling quite comfortable at the moment.
They are.
That with all of the things that I've done, it's created time to now do this video. Because
Yes.
it takes a day to do a newsletter.
We have a lovely Hebrew midwife, and she's going to be coming here for the birth. And yeah, so we will keep you all in the loop once baby's born. There'll be an announcement, yay! And yeah, it's very exciting. We're really excited and can't wait to meet this new little...
We can tell you it's a little girl. We can't tell you the name. That's a surprise.
This is a surprise.
We double up the trip to Jerusalem with our specialist appointments with Lucy. For some of you know, we're doing gut healing processes with Lucy. We're
not really sure what's going on with her tummy.
We've done elimination diets, and we're just introducing some foods back in. She's been no gluten, no dairy, no eggs, chickpeas, legumes,
ginger,
all of these things. And so we've just introduced, she's had butter on her toast the last 2 mornings, so that's going well.
She's
but our specialist
is
in Jerusalem, and we double that up sometimes with a trip, or we have a look at somewhere. We did the stalagmite and stalactite caves.
That was pretty cool.
It is. I know we have a lot of these in New Zealand, so it's not probably so special, but they're pretty beautiful actually. It was kind of amazing to see.
Then we've also had American Thanksgiving. I don't know if any of you guys...
America!
It's pretty fun.
It's just great food.
So we had 2 big Thanksgiving dinners that we went to actually. So for 3 days really.
A lot of our friends here are American, and it's a horrible influence on our accents and our children's accents.
You can't say horrible.
We're not getting that true
There might be some
Kiwi.
Americans watching this video.
We love you, Americans. We love you.
But I am always
The
correcting
Kiwi
Izzy.
accent is kind of our...
I am correcting Izzy on her accent a lot at the moment because she keeps rolling her R's.
Hard. She was saying hard.
Yes, there is the letter R in that word.
Hard.
But actually in New Zealand we don't pronounce it, we say hard.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Not hard. It's hard.
Singing together event.
Singing together, that's a big edit that's
Aliyah
underway.
That was at the Aliyah Return Centre.
It takes about 80 hours to edit a music video like this thing together. Multiple cameras, drone shots, and trying to sync all the audio so that everything's in time.
Just quickly.
What was it? African nations came from many African nations. The Jordan Valley kibbutzes, so all the different kibbutz in the Jordan Valley, they were invited to come, bring members.
It was bringing Israelis and Christians and like the nations together to sing together. Basically, is the idea of the event, singing together.
Singing together. It's like an outreach because it's a no agenda event except to come together and sing a song. It's actually the songs that we've done under the Singing Together banner are traditional Israeli songs. Chance for people to come together. We're not allowed to say too much about how much this Christian organisation is doing with the Jewish Agency for Israel.
But it's a big deal.
It is a big deal. It's world first. And because the Jewish Agency just had a total changeover in the board and the chairperson, there was some reservation as to what our position would be. Would the relationship continue under the new chairperson? His name is Isaac Herzog, and he is pro. He is for the relationship between Christians and Jews to continue at the centre. We're excited. The work continues. We have the blessing of the Jewish Agency. We know we have God's blessing as we work in line with what the prophetic scriptures say. And
people like you guys, which is really awesome.
yeah.
We will keep you up to date as soon as this little one makes her arrival. And which could be any day now, or it could be a couple of weeks. Who knows? They come when they're ready. So yeah.
Keep in touch.